Okay, some of you did not attend the last time, but we'll have the same repetition all the time. Actually, you will have the same tables created. Let us see. So in this one, we'll create one table. Last time, I think I told in the Microsoft Access, you have tables, forms, queries, and the reports. These are the major building blocks. We'll come again and show you on the screen. We'll create a table called products, and we'll define a primary key. We'll tell again what is the primary key means. And there are field properties. We'll set field properties. And then there is a forms. How we format a form will show. And there are command buttons in the form. So we'll see how they can be used. Okay. Then when we create a product table, we'll consider, like, suppose it's a manufacturing company. Let us say home appliance manufacturing company. Say it's manufacturing some products. So what is the product code, item code, product name, model, quantity? So we'll create some fields to store the data, like we are doing in our manufacturing. So just I put a sample here to understand, but we'll go actually see on the database. Then as access the database, whenever we open, we will find here something here. You can see here. You see here the objects, access objects. So what are the objects? The major objects are this one: tables, queries, forms, reports, and the macros. So if you know these four, then you know about the access. Okay. So this will show you the overall the objects in the access. Okay, and again, we'll talk about the primary key. You see a key here. This is called primary key. So when you define any field, this is called field. This is what we type here: order ID, customer priority. Like if you make a creative table, you have the fields. So this is called a field. So one of the fields will have a primary key. So that has to be defined when you define a table. This is one of the functions we have to choose it. So the primary key will cover the primary key, how we'll create it. And then we come to table design. When you design a table, there's something called field properties. You see here, there is one on the, when you create a table, you'll find a set of elements. It's called field properties. So if you choose any field here, for example, this is a field, a remarks column, or say employee name. So this employee name, it has a data type. You see here, it's called data type. So the data type has a property. That property, this short text, for example, you can choose so many properties here. So this will discuss how we choose the properties. And then, so each property, how many properties are there? Are 22 properties options available for you to choose. This also we'll go and see. So these are the properties we have. We'll go and select. And then each property, for example, if you have text, how the property can be restricted to enter the data. So this all will give you different types of options. So whether you enter the capital letters or you enter numericals, so you can have the control of the data. How we do it, we can check that one also when you go into a system. And also we see the command button. So it's called, like, if you put a button here, how you create a button, this you can see it. So this is the overall view what we will cover. Okay, so let us come here. So in a database, generally, as I informed before, so if you want to open access database, just type access. So it will give you here. You can see here, there's access here. So if you choose the access, to open the access, then it will ask you whether you want to create a blank database. It will give you an option here, blank database, or you can choose any of the existing database. For example, somebody want to create a customer service database, you can choose existing database. Inventory database, you can choose anything what you want, whatever the templates available. Several templates are available here. So if something timing and billing, personal contact manager, so many are there. But what we do now here, we'll choose the one which is we created. So we created last time. There is a database called My Database. Just if you click that one, it will open this menu last time we created. But again, we'll see how we can create this one. So what we said here, there is 2 arrows it is showing here. You can see. Can you see the screen? Is it visible? Somebody watching in the mobile, is it visible to you?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone is using the laptop? Because if you want to try, we can try. I can check it if to understand. Anyone is using laptop, or all are using mobile?
Yes.
Mobile, sir.
Who has a laptop?
Tamal Roy.
Tamal Roy. Okay, fine. So in case if you want to, if you have option to after some time, if you want to try yourself, I will share. You can share and we can try so that you understand what we are doing. Okay. So now you see there's a screen here. The arrow. You see this arrow. There is this one. Okay. You click here, it will expand. I think some of you know this one. It will expand the access object. It will give access objects. So what we want to do now, we want to create first one is a table. So table is one of the places where you have all the data stored in database. So forms, queries, they don't store the data. Only tables store the data. So tables have different properties. For example, you want to save data of a product manufacturer in a say home appliances company. So let us say create. Okay, now when you click here, you see home, create, external data, database tools. So say create. So you see here the create, right? You can see here create, and under create you see here the tables. So let us focus on the tables. Then besides tables, you have here queries, you have the forms and reports. These are the main building blocks. And then you have macros, which is also used sometimes. Okay. The first thing you should know is the tables. So again, under tables, you'll find how many types you have here. Say you have tables, table design, and SharePoint links. So let us focus on table design. Okay. Table design is one what you will be able to design what you want. So if you take the table design, so table design, when you click, it will open a form like this. So what is showing here? Table 1. It is showing here table 1. So table 1 is by default, it gives its own name. When you actually save it, it will ask you to save a different name. Okay. So now this giving here, you see field name, data type, and description. Okay. Now we'll choose, if you go to our presentation, we said here, one second, there's okay, sorry. Now you can see here, these are the fields we'll choose in this table. You can see this, right? This tables you can see.
Sir, nothing to see, sir. Now starting page, sir. Welcome to menu.
I'm sorry, Danish, you're speaking?
Sir, now nothing to see screen.
You can't see
page to see. Yes, now okay, sir.
Okay. You can see this before you see it before the access. What I showing?
Just 1 minute before
Okay, it got
Uh,
discontinued. Okay, fine. I think Jafar is trying to join. Just admit 1 second, give me. Okay, sorry, actually Jafar wanted to join, he could not join. Huh? Okay, so you have the you see the fields. These are the fields we'll create. Okay, so what I mean by fields, when you are designing, you create the item code, the field name, product name, model. For example, this is the inventory product we have created. So we'll create these names in the table. Okay, not the data. Data will be entered later. So I hope you are following me. It's okay.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, now this is we'll go to database. Okay, now this is the database. So what we said here, there is a table we are going to create. So what we want first, say item code. So item code you say. So when you say item code, it goes to a tab. When you put it goes to data type. When you will find here that there is a drop down. So it is showing so many data types. You see here, short text, long text, number, all this stuff. So when you enter item code, for example, if we say we are saying it is P1001, for example. So it is P is a text and also there is a number. So when you have such kind of text, you can select short text. Okay, you have short text, long text. Two types available. Short text takes 255 characters. And say here, what is the description here? So if you want to, if somebody is opening a form and you want to know what is item code. So here you can say, it is a notes, basically notes. When you open the form, it will show you the notes like, please enter, okay, item code in say 5 characters. So you want to give a notes for a person who is first time entering the data, for example. So this is a notes column. Second one, we said the product name. Okay, so the product name also you will write text. So you can leave it a product text like that. And then you say model number. Say, suppose you buy a washing machine. So you have model number. Okay, model number you can type. So model number, it can be a text or it can be a number, anything. So let us leave this as a text. So then you have, say, quantity. How much quantity you have. So quantity here, quantity will be always be number, right? So you say number. So if you want to put a text, so please enter the quantity available in inventory. Suppose say available in inventory. Okay. Now after quantity, so what is the quantity measurement, unit of measurement? You can say unit of measurement. So here unit of measurement generally is a text, right? You say it's a pieces or kg, like that. So we select the data type text. Then you have, say, unit price. Let us say we want to have unit price. Okay, let us say here. So here for unit price, so you have a data called currency. You see here currency. So in the currency, again, you have different currencies. You can choose that, we will see later. So this is how you have to first create the fields. Okay, this is field name. Now, as I said, there is a primary key. So this primary key, how do you select it? So you just come here, first field, you keep the cursor, then you go and say, click this one. then the first field will choose as a primary key. So what is the benefit of primary key? You cannot put a duplicate number. For example, you P1001. Again, you want to enter P01, the system will not allow. So here, if you come down, you can see the bottom of the screen, there is a duplicates allowed or not, there will be a function. We'll see that one. See, you see here, no duplicates, indexed. You can see on the screen, there is an indexed
yes, sir.
column. So it says yes, indexed means if you indexed, no duplicates, it will not accept duplicates. So if you want any field not to accept duplicates, you have to choose this one, indexed yes. And when you say primary key, automatically it defines it as a not allowed to take the duplicates. So this is how we prevent duplicate data. Okay. Then, so we have created a table. So now we'll try to save it. Okay. Now you say you see the corner in the corner X symbol. If you select yes, it will ask you table name. So generally, when you name the tables, you say TBL. Okay. Then say this is products. So this is a table we want to save, store the products. Say yes. See what we make, it appears here. You see under the tables, this is object. Tables is object. Okay, you see the tables object. Under that, now we created this tables. This was created previously. So you are clear how to create a table now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what we do, we'll try to enter some data. So you will see what it does actually. This form, leave it, will again come back to the form. Okay. So what do you do? Double click this one table. It will show you all the blank data. So wherever you have numbers, whenever field type is number, it will start with 0. So there is a quantity number, so 0, and text will leave it free, means you can type anything you want. Okay. Now here you have the unit price also number. Let us say you have item code. Let me say P100. This is the item code I want to say. Let us say this one. What is the, now if you want to expand, you see here only production, right? So actually this is not production. It has a more description. What is it? Production here. It should be product. Okay. Now I want here product name. I wrote production. So what I do here, you can see one icon here in the corner. There is one icon. Do you see here? There is it is called design. Okay. If it will go into design mode. So this form, what you see is another icon. This is a entry mode. The left side, there are two icons, one icon. So if you click this one, it will go into design mode, which means you can modify the table. So let us go here. Say I will click this one. It will go into design mode. In design mode, you cannot enter the data. So you go here. It will go into, see here, again it will go, you can modify. So what I did a mistake, I will correct it here. I said production. It's not a production, it's a product name. So after doing this again, you can go and click this one here into. It will ask you, do you want to save? Yes. Okay, now again come back, double click. Now you see it is appearing product name. Now suppose you want to expand it, you can expand like this. You just put the icon here and pull it. Because sometimes product name is long. So what we have here, let us say, let me go what was say product name. Also you can copy and paste. Now I don't want tape for example, type. So I can take all this together. Okay. Say I want to put these things. So I will copy straight away. I will take it. I can go into pasting here. So I will delete this one also. There is an option to do that. Okay. See, should come. Hopefully. No. So let me go to Excel probably. I will take from Excel. I will try from here. So you see, it is asking you to paste. Okay, so you can put paste it without typing if you have some data. One minute, there is somebody waiting. Why it's not coming? So there is somebody waiting. They're not able to join. Oh. Okay, so you know how to copy paste, right? You can take an Excel and type it, paste it, right? So you understand this one.
Yeah.
So if you want to type, you can type it. This easy to type. So we have the table we have created. Okay. So what is the next subject? So you know how to create table? Any questions here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now understand.
Okay. Now there are different types of the what do you say? Data types. Okay, we come to I'll just go back again. So this one we created. Now let us go to the next one. So this I already cleared. So you have tables, forms, queries, reports. This you are aware now. Okay. Now let us come to primary key. This the primary key, what is purpose? And then let us see. Now we go to some field properties. We said field properties. So let us go here again. Whatever the properties you have to set, all will be done in the design mode only. Say you go again, another option here. When you can choose from the mouse table, this one, you go, say right mouse. If you right mouse click, it will show you all the options here. Say design view. Again, it will go to design view. Okay, now I mentioned here, there is something field property. You see here field property. You have so many field properties, there are 22 options available. So we'll choose few. All will not be done in one class, but we'll take one by one slowly. For example, item code. If you see the entry, how many characters you want? 5 characters, let us say. But by default, there is a first field when you have text. You can see the screen, right? So you have here field. It is showing 255. The field size means the text you enter, it can take 255. So let us check, is it really possible or not? So you click this one, you button numeric lock, and then you have the button here. It will show you the data view. Suppose say I want to enter some X100, and then I can enter anything there. It can take you to 255 characters. You see, it will not say no. It will take up to 250 characters. Now, actually, if you see this one, even this one, I'm say the first one. I'm talking about the first field. Okay, this one take 255. But actually, how many I have? I need only say 4 fields. Okay, so how do I make these 4 fields? Control is from here. So you go to again the small icon here. Say design. You'll go design. Now you come to this first field. So here again, there's one option I need to explain you. There are 2 icons here. One is general, other one is lookup. You see this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we choose general. So when you choose general, you have the field. Suppose if you take lookup, everything will change. Huh? So we come to general, then you choose, say, I want only 4. Okay. So let us see what happens when you have 4 here, field size. So let us go back again. Just click this data sheet view. When you put the icon here, you can see this, right?
Yes.
So here you choose this one. It will say, do you want to save? Because you made a design change, it will ask you, always ask you, okay, please save. Say yes. So it will say, okay, if you have any data, it will be lost when you change the design, but it will be there. So now, for example, I want to make it more digits. See, it will take, no, it is not taking. It's not even allowing you to take more characters. So this way you can limit the number of characters we enter. Okay. So we'll another 5 minutes. I will just stop this one. Again, we'll give another link. Same link will be used, I think. So I will just again join it, because we'll make this session 30 minutes, right? So we'll have another.
Okay, sir.
So you see here, so you can limit depending on the requirement. Okay. So this is one field property. This is first field property. Now let us come to here, the format property. So this will, I think this we should do it later. I think we'll take this one, input mask. Okay, input mask. What is input mask? So I will go back and show you. Okay, before I go, the input mask, it's showing is 3 dots. It's showing. You see here, there are 3 dots, which means you have more information on this one. So you can choose this. Click on this one. It will show you what is in which input mask matches how your data looks like. So it is showing you, for example, if you are entering phone number, then this format will give you, double click this one. It will show you how data will be accepted. For example, you want to enter the phone number 9711. Then it will take only this data. It will not take, suppose it will take only like this. If you want to enter the one ABC, you cannot enter it. So you can fix the number of digits and also the format, how you enter data. This is how input mask works. For example, you want to enter the date, for example. So you click this one, it will take only this format. You see here, for example, 10/10/2023. If you enter, it will take only, you cannot enter the text here. So you can restrict how the data is entered with the input mask. So this, he has given already few standard types, but if you want to have your own, you can create. This is what we'll see. There is something called here edit list. You can see this one here, edit list, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, so if you want to edit, you can edit the list, or if you want to create, you can create your own. So instead of, for example, you're not the phone number, for example, house number, let us say. So then you can create your own. You can delete this one, you can create here. This is how. So I will end the session here, just 2 minutes break, then we'll join.
Okay, sir.